a scrappy receipt when she spotted Hilton Hotel on the crumpled paper. Throwing the clothes onto the back seat of the car, Allegra clasped the paper as she sat down at the wheel. It was clear a room had been paid for on March 12 at the Hilton Hotel Park Lane. The itemized list showed the customer had a room service dinner for 2, as well as an in-house adult film and room service breakfast, also for 2. There was no doubting the recipient. Hugo O'Brien's name leapt out from the paper where he had swiped his Amex card. Allegra reached for a tissue and wiped her forehead, then took the battered leather Filofax from her handbag. Her hands trembled as she frantically flicked the pages back to March, hoping like mad this was all some mistake and it wouldn't be one of those nights her Hugo had been away on business. There it was, written clearly in blue pen, H, away in Birmingham. Rushing back inside, she just made it to the downstairs cloakroom before she fell onto her knees on the cold-tiled floor and vomited into the loo. After rinsing her mouth, she caught her reflection in the mirror. Her mascara had run. There were grey flecks showing in her jet-black, wavy hair. Hugo had always said alongside her wide, brown Italian eyes that her hair was her best feature. Both those attributes seemed to have abandoned her. Her weight gain probably hadn't helped either. She was ugly, past it. By the time she reached the landing at the top of the stairs, she was sure her heart would break. Clutching her head in her hands, she sat on the edge of the bed, their bed, the one she had shared with Hugo for 22 years. Home had always been under Hugo's roof. She'd never once considered being with another man. The children, Kirsty and Harry, gave her all the happiness she expected. Had that all not been enough for Hugo? A numbness set in. Her instinct was to call her best friend Julia, but realizing she'd be at work, it would have to be second choice. Her mother. All thoughts of her day out abandoned, Allegra barely registered the road as she drove the short distance to her mother's house. Allegra, I wasn't expecting you. I have to be at my yoga class soon. Why are you crying? What's happened? Her mother put down her coffee cup and embraced her daughter. It's Hugo. He's having an affair. What? Hugo? Are you sure? I'm sure, Mum. Look at this. Allegra handed her the receipt. The bastard! All the support you have given him and all you gave up for his career, not to mention your 2 beautiful children. Allegra stopped her. Mum, I know all that, but clearly I'm not getting it right. I think maybe I've let myself go. Maybe it's my fault. Her eyes welled up again. Well, yes, the weight is becoming a bit of an issue, and your hair definitely needs updating. Allegra let out a huge sob. Oh, sorry, my darling, that came out all wrong. I know you think I'm vain and spend too much time and money on myself, but I do have my admirers. Her mother smoothed her hair, sucked in her cheeks, and widened her eyes as she caught her reflection in the window. However, a lapse in grooming is no excuse for Hugo to go off and shag someone else. Maria, Allegra's mother, gave birth to her only child at age 19 after a shotgun wedding. Allegra's father passed away when Allegra was only 12, so she was familiar with her mother's need to be seen in a youthful light. With the aid of Botox, a great hairdresser, and a disciplined exercise regime, as well as inheriting some wonderful Italian genes, Maria was confident she safely passed for a woman in her early 50s. Their conversation was interrupted by a bell ringing. Oh, I do hope Grandpapa didn't hear me. Allegra sniffed and wiped her eyes. He's so deaf these days he won't have even heard our voices, Maria said as they followed the sound of the bell up the stairs to his bedroom. Look who's here, Papa! It's Allegra, come to say hello. Maria exaggerated her condescending tone as she entered the room and straightened the rug on her father's lap. The ancient stooped man, with his grey moustache and wiry hair, motioned for his granddaughter to sit.